Hi everyone, welcome back. It's been almost 2 weeks since my last video about the cancer journey of the GitLab CEO, and I'm close to finishing the second episode. It's just that with the amount of data available on his account and how he treated cancer, it's kind of difficult for me to really catch up what he did at what step. So I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want to present it the wrong way. Anyways, during that time, I tried something new. I tried Claude Code. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, you need to upgrade. You can either run it in your terminal, which I'm not referring to. I'm referring to Claude Code in the desktop app. So I tried to build an iOS app. And the reason for that is because I never built an app. And I'm not quite sure. Every time I use Claude, I just get random ideas, right? And since the cost of producing these ideas is incredibly low, right? We're talking $20 a month, and if you want to publish on the Apple App Store, you're paying $100 a year, which might be unreasonable for a first project, but why not, right? So I did that, and the app that I built essentially has just one function, and it's very easy. And I built it essentially to just use it myself, and also kind of to brag on my CV in terms of I built an app with Claude myself without iOS experience. And I think you can see that, by the way, but that's not the story. So I've built it. The whole thing is that your goals, as long as you don't have them visually appear every day, might be unachievable to you. Like, you think that these goals, they're so far away, I might not be able to achieve them anytime soon. And I feel like because of social media, right, if you scroll through TikTok and Instagram, you get the feeling that everybody is advancing so fast, right? But that's not the case. They're just showing you a time difference of 4 years within 10 seconds in most cases. Obviously, if you achieve your goals in 6 months, I'm very happy for you, but I don't think that's the case for a lot of people, right? And so I built the app because I also fall into the trap of believing, oh, people, they are so fast with everything, I'm behind, which I might be, right? I don't know. If I compare myself to others, maybe. If I compare myself to myself, I'd say I did some progress. But again, because I don't have it visually in front of me every day, I can't know. And because I was not willing to pay for other apps that I didn't build, I just built one myself. And I called it Najma. It comes from the Arabic, just means star. And I'm gonna give you a preview of what the app looks like. It's for free, by the way. It doesn't cost me any API calls. Obviously, it might not work perfectly, right? Because I've tried it. It looks like it works, but if it doesn't work, feel free to reach out. I even developed a website for that. Yeah, I did some things. Anyways, so that's the app. It's available on iPhone and iPad, but I don't have an iPhone, so it's gonna be my iPad for now. So as you can kind of see, I'll have to flip the video later on. That is the star page. So essentially, that's my star. It's called Monkey. And I got these star informations from the NASA API. They categorize stars, and in order for you to get a star, you just fill out 5 questions in the beginning of entering the app, and then you get a star assigned. Also mostly based on your zodiac sign, and I did include the Chinese zodiac signs. If you're interested in that, you can also fill that out. And you should see some fun facts, I guess. And that is the daily kind of intention update, where you just type in 1, how you're feeling, 2, you always see your goals. I'm going to show you my goals. And the app reminds you to update your intentions every day, just to see whether you came closer to your goals or not. So I know, very easy setup. That's it. So if I go into the My Star section, I will see my star. It's called Monkey. I'm not quite sure why I included the Arabic writing, but why not? Might as well learn how you read stars in Arabic. More fun facts, actually. It's the first page you will see after you sign up for the app and you get a star assigned. I also included the photos. I hope it works. It's currently loading. Yeah, it works. So essentially, you get to see your star, where it is. And I don't know, I felt like it's nice to see that your star actually exists and it's not just, non-existent. More facts, specifically from for when the star was named, who, named it, because a lot of the stars that we currently have, they were named by the Arabic scientists during the golden age of Islam, because they had the tools to view those stars and eventually name them. So a lot of stars, they actually have Arabic names, just so that you know. So I also decided that, kind of like Pokemon cards, if you achieve your goals, you get to unlock new stars. So I'm not quite sure, but maybe that's, you know, an incentive to work towards your goals so that you can unlock more stars. And that's your profile, right? Very easy to build. It wasn't that hard. And you can delete all your data. I'm not managing any data. I'm not collecting anything. And that's it. That's what I built. It didn't take me too long, right? So the only issue that I had was that I didn't specify the design beforehand. So Claude kind of gave me very bad designs. I had to look at Claude skills specifically. So there are currently GitHub repos and websites that tell you the design implementations of other apps that you might like. People always want to design like Apple, right? There are GitHub repos that will show you the exact Claude skill to implement to Claude, so that Claude can build you the website in the Apple format. Now, if you don't know what Claude skills are, they are essentially just instructions for Claude to always go back to if you say a certain trigger word. So if you say, hey, I want you to design this web app or this iOS app with Apple-like UI, and you have a Claude skill that mentions how Apple UI looks like, then Claude will use that skill. So it's nice because you don't have to remember everything for successful prompts because you have it logged in your Claude skill. I think Claude skills are currently available only for Pro users and Max users. Not quite sure whether it's available on the free version, but go ahead, give it a try. And that's how I build it. Apart from that, the Apple submission form is much harder to fill out than building the app. Because I wasn't aware that you need, for instance, to sign a document regarding if you're taxable in the US. Obviously makes sense in hindsight because App Store is located physically in the US. I guess in terms of legal rights, they're based in the US, so makes sense to sign the form. But I don't know, it took me longer than to build the app. And that's it, right? It's not that hard actually to build apps nowadays. I think what might be hard is the marketing because I'm the only user of my app, and obviously I've built it because I wanted to see what I can build it, not necessarily for monetization. Again, the app is free. Yeah, maybe I'll add a monetization fee. But for now, give it a try, tell me whether you like it or not. And if you sticked until the end, thank you, as always. The next video is really gonna be about Sid and his cancer journey. But I don't know, I didn't get the time to really look into what he did. It's because I'm studying, right? That's my excuse. I'm studying. Whatever I'm studying it's exhausting me. It takes so much time. But anyways, enough sulking. I showed you what I did. I'm not quite sure whether it was reasonable to build it during my study time, but we did it. Also, I think that's just a side note. I think it's not too bad to build things for the pleasure of building things. Because some people on LinkedIn, right, if you tell them that you've built it, they might reach out to you. You never know. Anyways, that's it. Thank you, and see you for the next video. Bye.